don't think of. They think come when called is coming off something. It's not always. Sometimes I just want to move the dog. I just want to move him somewhere. He's in the way. So say, you know, you're opening the oven and you're taking something out and he's in your way. You can say, Julie, call the dog. Get him over here. Here's my hand. So anywhere you put your target, the dog will go to. Anywhere. You can also do amazing things with the vet. If you get an elongated hand touch, the dog is now standing still. All right? You can do a lot. So I'm going to teach it as come and call, but I want you to kind of feel this out and think about the possibilities. It's really powerful. All right, you ready for more? Okay. Much nicer now. More trusting. I also move around just to see what's funky about dogs. Sometimes they don't like spaces, sometimes they don't like certain flooring. They get misinterpreted as, gosh, I've heard it all. The other dog this morning was, what, malicious, is what she was implying. I'm like, I don't think so. They don't, you know, have a moral code. They just do stuff because it's safe, dangerous, fun, not fun, rewarding, not rewarding. Good boy.
Do you think he'd come to you outside?
Yes. I know I can handle him outside. I don't know if I would advise you to go outside with him right now, but I'm pretty sure I could keep him with me. All right, so what am I now clicking?
I don't know what the one means.
What does it mean? He doesn't know either.
Yeah, he didn't know either.
But he's learning it. What happens when I click? Okay, watch me again. I'm gonna move around.
He's sitting.
So what do you think it means?
Sit.
Yep. All right, so now how many things is he doing?
He's coming to you and he's sitting.
Yes. How many clicks?
Oh, 2.
No.
1.
One. Yeah. So, and that's good. You're thinking like a human being, which is exactly the way you're supposed to be. But I want you to look at what's happening, and don't think it through. Just watch it, because that's how the dog's learning. I know you want to eat my pocket. All right, so. So 1 click and 1 treat for 2 behaviors. We all already moved him up, right? Now he's doing 2 things. Touch me. So he's already got it down too. Good boy. Did he see himself correct that time? Whereas the first time he laid down instead, he lingered there. This time he was like, oh, it's not that. So he's got some sort of previous learning baggage in his brain, which we have to unravel. So watch this. You see how I just got him off my pocket? I told him to do an incompatible thing. Go sit down. He can't sit back. High five.
I love him.
Paw. Yeah, you go both hands too. High five. Did you know he could do that?
She showed me that they were working on that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Which is a cute thing, but here's the caveat to the tricks. It's so cute that people end up rewarding it when it's not asked for, and then you just get a dog doing this to you, which is not really what you want. So make sure you only pay for it when you ask. If he paws you without being asked, don't acknowledge that he did that to you. You want a solid cue, which is a request for a behavior. You don't want to, you know. Very nice. Okay, you ready for the next one? I think he was like honey.
Oh, he does like honey, and the reason I know is he jumped on me this morning, and I had my coffee in one hand, my oatmeal in the other, and the oatmeal went everywhere.
Honey is a dog. You're thinking food, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking food.
Honey is a yellow lab that I know.
Oh, okay.
I knew where you're, and I let you go all the way through that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another lab. How old?
She is 3. Good boy. Alright, so what's happening now?
So now he's gone from getting his reward from coming
Mm-hmm.
to sitting to lying down.
Yep, so now he's doing 3 things for 1 click and treat. Alright, so if I clicked this, let's see what he's gonna do. He saw that. For each thing I click, I owe him a treat. Or food. It's just dog food. But you can't click, 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 and then feed at the end. It's not fair.
Okay, so you,
Alright.
you feed for each.
Yeah, and the human equivalent is like this. If I said to you, can you go get me cookies and milk? Or say, you ask me, and I say, sure. And I go to the kitchen and I come back and I go, here are your cookies. Say thank you. Here's your milk. Say thank you. Well, you'd be like, what are you, mental? What are you doing? I'd go get the cookies and the milk and I'd take 1 thank you for the 2 items.
Okay.
Alright, so the click is kind of like a yes, thank you, and here's your payment now. They're kind of like a 1 thank you. So people get confused with that, but don't overthink it. Do it until you're done, and when you want to reward them and you're finished, click treat at the end of it, okay? So what's happening here is that each time he gets clicked, he's going, aha, aha, aha. So I'm isolating 3 behaviors out of all this stuff. I don't care about anything else except those 3.
Hey babe, we're training.
So when I skipped the sit, he didn't know what I was talking about, which is also common. And it's not because he's dumb, it's because he's a dog. And it's kind of like if I were to teach you addition, and then I went right to multiplication, and I didn't teach you subtraction, it would be really confusing. You have to, or the other way, no. If I tell you,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Math goes in an order. Dog training is very much like math. And the way that I think about this, so what I'm doing is like a drill. It's like a very formal little lesson, not like real life. We're not going to have clickers and treats in real life. You're just going to go out in your yard with your dog. When you think about math and you do your flashcards, you don't do flashcards for your whole life. You do it until you memorize the multiplication tables, correct? And then you put them away. So when all these behaviors are memorized, we don't need the tools and the formal instruction anymore. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's exactly what it looks like. Now, I'm going to do something weird so that you can see more what's happening here. Are you ready for a little challenge? Are you ready?
Now that means sit, right? So he's got to figure out from lying down that he's got to sit.
It's backwards, correct? So it's like, you're like, I don't know, do they still make drunk people do the alphabet backwards? Because I can't do
Yes.
it sober.
Yeah.
I can't do it. That's too hard.
They do.
I only learned it 1 way.
Or make you do what backwards?
The alphabet?
Do they really?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Wow.
So I don't drink
I-
that. but,
yeah.
but still, like, I don't do that. So what I'm asking him, he's going, what? So it changes the meaning completely. And if a dog only learns 1 thing 1 way, the dog only knows 1 thing 1 way. So it's important to know, does he really know what sit means, or does he only know from standing? All right, so watch how I'm going to help him. Come on, buddy. Get up there. Yes! Good boy! So I helped him, but I want him to do it by himself. So you do this enough times and you make the words and encouragement smaller and smaller until he just does it by himself, and then you never help him again. Now, I'm going to see if he can do it down by himself. Ready? He's trying. Good boy. So he tried multiple things
To
before.
see which one was gonna.
Yeah, and so do you see my reaction to all the wrong answers?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Is it clear to him that that wasn't it? Yeah, so you don't need to say no, you don't need to repeat, you certainly don't re-cue, because this is not the same as this, right? It's like sign language. You can't have 2 signs for the same word, people won't know what you're
Right.
saying. Same thing for a dog, you gotta be super consistent or the dog can't figure it out. So you don't have to memorize all this, but I'm just showing you, like, a lot of times when people go through a training class, they really don't understand how the dog gets trained. And they're really, really cool little thinkers, aren't they? All right, now I'm going to do one more thing just out of my curiosity. Good boy. That's very nice. Nope. Are you paying attention? And again, this isn't dumb. This is a dog who's in the learning process. And so I don't get upset. I just want you, good boy. All right, so he doesn't seem to have a collar issue, which I was curious about because of the hand thing. I don't know what the weirdness was in the beginning, but it seems to have worked its way out just fine. Do you want to do another paw? That's actually a nice thing because that can help the vet with nail trims. Imagine if we do this, watch. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't like it anymore, does he? 1. Good boy. So you hold it longer and longer and longer until you get a dog who's like, take it, all right, take it. Good boy. And I can't tell which is his dominant side because he's using both paws, which is really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. High five. I almost want to say it's this
I was
one,
just
but I don't know.
gonna say this one because
But
he
he's
keeps.
leaning.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah, he'll do it.
His
Whichever one. Ambidextrous? Alright, so he's smart. No question this dog is smart. Cooperative, willing, eager, happy, involved. Beautiful. No complaints about him. Couple of little weird things, and to me it would just be a question mark kind of deal because I've never met him before and he's been alive for a year. I don't know about the little weird things. My guess would be they're just going to work their way right out, and don't worry about it. Okay? Would you like to try?
Sure.
Okay. So you can sit, you can stand, you can move, you can do anything you want. The only consistent thing is your hand. That's it. So you can do this from anywhere you want to. So that goes in your left.
Unless he's right-handed. I mean,
You know,
unless he's
I
left-handed.
prefer to keep it standard. So I noticed Susan, I don't think she's telling the truth.
Ryan can't because he's left-handed, so he
what?
can't.
He can't do it?
He can't.
Really?
Mhm.
All right, it doesn't happen often, and I will give leeway, but I'm completely trained with my right hand.
Really?
If you make me I stumble and bumble and get all confused.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really, really trained.
What are those? Those little treats?
This is from Dog Food, Whitefish and Potato. It's
Okay.
smelly, it's healthy, dogs love it. All right, so
First thing I'm gonna do is put my hand out.
yeah, we're gonna do one thing at a time, and what I always say is let's get 3 perfect in a row before we go on to the next level of
Okay.
stuff. So 3 hand touches, and you can just make a sound like a whistle or a kiss. Don't say a word. You don't even need to. Here he comes. Ready? Click and feed. Perfect. Good boy.
No, I didn't go off. Right?
Yep.
I'll do it again.
Do it again. Perfect. And he's throwing in a sit for free. So don't be
Okay.
confused. He can do whatever he wants. We're
Right.
only paying attention to one thing. Good boy. Alright, so make
Should
him-
I say though, or?
I don't want you to yet. I want you to use noise only. There you go. He has excellent hearing. Okay, so you stand just as you are. He's asking a question. Here, he's gonna, nope. So what he's doing is, it's not sit, it's not paw, it's that. And that's what that means. What
He's
he's
trying
doing.
to figure out what
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, alright, is Bruce the same as Maggie? I don't know, let's see. That's exactly what he's doing. He's just ruling out different behaviors. Okay, so now, we'll do the hand touch, but no click, no treat. Sit, click, treat that.
Okay.
Hi, handsome. So, he's doing it again. Wow. Nope. Down. Just stay right like that. Let him work through this. Good boy.
So
There it is.
he's already sitting.
Yep. Which is common. Don't worry about that. I mean, they get the sit. The sit's the easiest for sure. And usually they get cut out what I call an auto sit, where they do it without thinking. Good boy. Perfect. Sometimes that does confuse people. They're like, but I'm going to ask him to sit, so don't I give him a treat?
Yeah.
The most important thing about training a dog is The whole point is to get the dog to listen to you, not to guess or anticipate your thoughts, but to actually respond to what you're saying to him. So just put your hand up to sit now. And when he does it, click. So just stay just like that. So he's very sensitive to change. Anything you do different, he's like, what?
So should I start down here again?
No, just stay just like that. Let him tune back in. So the only opportunity in this whole room for food is you. Even though he thinks this bag is the faster route, you would be wrong. Nice, right?
It is.
Yeah, so what's beautiful about this lesson is without words, you really see the dog's behavior and you see what he understands without us doing stuff. A lot of times people say things to a dog and they think because they said it and the dog responded that the dog listened to our words, and it's not true. And the reason I know it's not true is if you go sit, 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 and he sits on the fifth one, what happened to the first four? If you knew the word, you don't say it 5 times, right? If I said, get me cookies, what? Cookies. What? Cookies. I'm not responding to the word cookies. I'm now moving because you're probably yelling at me out of frustration. He definitely has something. He's been taught something.
Yeah.
So that's not what we want, because that can leave some pretty nasty bruises. So I don't even look at him. I don't do anything when he does that. I ignore him, or if it did hurt, I'd get up and move.
Okay.
All right, so now do all 3.
Okay.
Come, sit down.
Nice.
Good job.
How does that make you feel?
Good.
I know, it's nice. Good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, so without talking, it allows the 2 of you to handle these hand signals and master them. Everybody wants a quick fix. If you really want him to listen in this big yard with the squirrels, other people, no fence, and a river, we're going to take our time. Okay, we're going to use the hand signals on purpose. Next time when we add the words, we'll up the level just a little bit, and that will give you a secondary way to talk to this dog. But again, another advantage is you're asking for his eyes.